Okay, so today we'll be talking about COBOL. Previously, I started my series on COBOL also. So, side by side, my AS400 basics and AS400 playlist. I'll also continue on this COBOL playlist because I think that there are not a lot of not quality, but there are not a lot of guides or videos on YouTube, or maybe if they are, we cannot directly get any help from that because there is no live support. Whoever is making that video is not much active or not giving replies to comments. So I will be active. If you guys have any doubts, you can always come into the comment section. You can ping me in LinkedIn also. I have shared my LinkedIn ID in the description box. So anyways, so I have already explained what identification division is and how we work with that in my previous video. It will be in the description as well. You can go through it if you have not seen it, or if you have any doubts. So today we'll talk about environment division, what environment division is in COBOL, what it does, and how it is useful. So I've made a PPT which will explain. So basically, identification division done. Environment division is we will cover it today. Data division and procedure division we will cover it in next day. So data division is something that I will completely cover in the next chapter. But procedure division, today we will see some of it. We will see some code in procedure division, but I will not talk about it much. Today will be mostly for environment division. So environment division has few parts like configuration section, input output section, file control, working storage section. So first of all, we'll see what configuration section looks like. I will show you everything in AS400 green screen also. But before that, so environment division, we have three sections. One is configuration section, one is sorry, two sections, my bad. One is configuration section and one is the input output section. So out of which the input output section is the most important thing, one of the most important thing in the program. So configuration section is nothing, we describe what the source computer and object computer is. So source computer means where your source code is located, and object computer means where the object is stored in the computer where the program will refer. That is not important. Even if you skip this part, nothing will happen. So input output section, this is the main part where most important part, which starts the file processing in the program. So we declare files in this particular division, in this particular section, under input output section and file control. Okay, so you see, select student file. So student file is a file which is not actually in the system, which will be a program defined file. Okay, so select student file. Student file is a program defined file assigned to database stud file. Stud file is actually the file that is present in the database. Okay, so I think it is best if I show this in the green screen, so it will be helpful for you. Let's see, let me open the screen. Okay, so as you see, I have quite some sources ready with me. So this is the source that I'll be showing you guys today. See, environment division I have written, there is input output section under which I have written select mythic file. Mythic file is just a program defined file name. Mythic file assigned to database CBLPF. CBLPF is the actual physical file that I have in my system. Okay, so this is the physical file. Okay, CBLPF physical file, this is the actual file I have in my system. And the mythic file, this one you can name anything, file 1, file 2, even CBL5 or CBLPF also. Select CBLPF assigned to database CBLPF, anything that you mention. So this particular thing that we mention here, we have to declare in the data division. Data division will not talk about data division right now today, but data division is something under which we declare in the FD section, we declare our mythic record and mythic file. Means this LF, this is basically one LF we are creating in the project program scope. So we'll use that LF and describe that LF record format and all the fields similar to um, our physical file. Okay, so don't think about that much, we will talk about it in the next sections. But today in this section we will mostly just talk about the environment division and the input output section. Okay, I will also write a sample program to show you how we are doing the file read and all. So yeah, select, you got it. Now let's say organization and access mode. Okay, so in order to understand organization and access mode, I'll come to this part again. So we will write this is the syntax. Organization is sequential, access mode is sequential, file status is ws. File status is not mandatory, you can give it or you can not give it, but giving it is better because with file status we'll be able to understand what is going wrong with the program. So now to understand organization and access mode, we'll see on another slide. So organization is of three types and access mode is of three types. In case of organization, what is organization? I already told you, it is the way how files are organized, and I mean in case of organization, I already told you how files are organized in the how program will understand how files are organized. That is what we define. And there are three types: sequential, index, relative. Relative, out of that, sequential and index are the most common and most used organizations, and relative is very old. It is not used in current programs. So nowadays, whenever you see in any program, relative will not say. Relative is just based on RRN, relative record number. We fetch the relative record number. I mean, using relative record number, we fetch the record. So that is not very common. So organization, today we will see how we use sequential organization. Later we will understand how indexed also works. Now access mode is how the program will understand that the record should be accessed. Should it accessed be sequentially one by one, or it can be accessed in random from with a key. Random means with a key field it has to access, read with a key field and access that particular record. Okay, this is used. So whoever knows RPGLE, if you know RPGLE, it's like chain. Okay, so randomly you can pick a record using a particular key. And what is dynamic? Dynamic is like setll read from RPGLE. You can set your pointer and you can read one by one. Multiple records you can read. Sorry. So these are the different methods of using sequential, random and dynamic. All three are very important in case of COBOL. Okay, so now let's say we'll see something in our program. So I will show you how we can read a file. So let me open my program. So firstly we will see the file. Okay, this is our file. We will see cast ID. Okay, let's say we run it. Okay, so first one is cast 000010. So we are going to do a sequential read, so it should pick the cast 0010 record. Okay, because we are reading sequentially, we are not using any key or anything. So I have written a simple program. Don't look at the data division right now because I have not explained that. Data division, working storage, don't look at that, I will explain you later. That is something without which the program will not run right now. We will run, that is possible, but don't want to make it more complicated. Okay, so here what we saw in environment division, see, we saw that first where did it go? Yeah, see, input output, there is one section called configuration section. Okay, configuration section is not that important. We can put configuration section, but that is not important, I'm not putting it. We'll start with input output section where we define the file, right? Input output, sorry, I wrote input output section. Oh, okay, sorry. Input output section. So COBOL is very column specific. Area A and area B you must follow, so keep that in mind. Input output section, then we have file control. Okay, again not in area A. Okay, file control, then we will write select myth file, right? As we saw, mythic file, assign to database CBLPF. Okay, to organization is sequential, access mode is sequential, then file status is WSFS. So as you know, file status is used to understand the one second, okay, spelling mistake, my bad. Okay, so file status will be used if we are debugging a program. We want to see that any read or write or any file operation, okay, has failed or has been successful, start, read, anything. So we can evaluate the file status and we can see different file status: 1, 2, 3, 4, 90, 95, 23, 22, many things. All has different meaning. You can search in Google. Okay, so we have defined our input output section and file control. We have done the select field. We have defined database. We have defined organization and access, both sequential. Okay, now we have to do a sequential read. So I am in procedure division right now. Okay, one second. So in this case, okay, so I am in procedure division right now. Here I will write main logic. Main logic may I will give basic. Okay, read mythic file, at end, maybe display whenever at end. Okay, at end has been reached, or it could all, it's an error handling process at end. Okay, we will in detail we will go through. Just now, right now I just want to show you that our sequential organization and access is working. Okay, display file read complete, for example, not at end, display customer ID is cust ID. Okay, and then we will do end read, and finally we will give a stop run. Okay, now let's see stop run. Just one thing I was confused if. Okay, let's see. We will now go ahead and compile this. So it says created without any failure. Okay, so right now if I run it, it should show us what it should show us. I will again show you the file first. So we are looking for cust ID, sequential read. So first record will be read and first record cust ID would be shown. So cust 10 will be shown. Let's call it. Well, nothing happened. So we missed a major part. Okay, I did a very big mistake, which is I didn't even open the file. Okay, so we will have to first open the file in order to have our program read the file, right? That's the basic thing that I missed. Mythic file, open input means it's only used for read. Whenever we will do open output or anything, then we will do we will be able to do write, write and rewrite means update. Okay, So we'll close the file also. Close mythic file. So now it should work properly. So it should give, see, customer ID is cust10. So now we know that our program is running correctly, that we have coded the organization and access mode correctly. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is read about the organization and access mode deeply. I will also attach the PPT with the video if that is anyway helpful to you guys. If you have any doubts, please comment down in the comment section, and I will be there to reply to all of the comments. And you can also post any questions in the YouTube community for Ion Code, and I'll be there to reply to all those questions if you have any doubts or anything. Okay, so today we'll keep it till now. In the next video I will explain you more about the sequential and indexed organization and random or dynamic file read. Okay, so till then, go bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.